Would you like to play a game? What? I have to talk to them. They said I have to talk to you. Body Attack 128 education starts now. Step up to the net. It's Body Attack 128, or better yet, Pickle Attack. Woo! It doesn't sound great, but at least it's fun for a round, right? My name is Judson MacDonald, he, him pronouns, and I'm based in Durham, North Carolina. Today, we're chatting about everything Body Attack 128 to help you be successful in teaching it and to grow yourself as an attack instructor. From new to seasoned body attackers, welcome along for the ride. We are so excited for this release of simplicity, engaged connection, and an enhanced musical feel. You'll see the soundscape of Body Attack stretch even further with greater distinct sounds as Lisa continues to use a wider creative team to enhance the playlist of each Body Attack release. You'll continue seeing different styles of music played around to give everybody a little taste of what they want in Body Attack. Track 1 we're so excited about. Personally, my favorite off of the release. This warm-up, we were so lucky to license this music. It's got a great connection to the energy and the stamina, our program essence of Body Attack. I can't believe I'm saying it, but retro sound track 2, Pon de Replay, is so fun. It brings in the mixed impact with longer durations of the exercises to prepare our hip flexors and the heart rate for all the direction changes and intensity of Body Attack, especially as we hit our next retro fave, track 4, Rockefeller Skank. This is an awesome song that the members in New Zealand really clung on to, and so we're excited to share this with the rest of the world. This song has great amounts of endurance in it as well to play with the lyrics, connect with the music, and drive the intensity through different levels. Of course, the musical feel of track 7 is going to be our highlight of this release, as we've got less words so that you can play with scaling up and maybe dusting off your tennis and pickleball vocabulary. You can use some great action verbs throughout this track to help enhance the feel and theme of jumping to the net, jumping back, hitting a slam. You can tell I'm into sports. The simplicity of the choreography was a focus for Body Attack 128. Lisa wanted to hold patterns and moves for longer durations for the purposes of scaling the why in our coaching and fostering greater connection. It means that this release is the easiest to learn and prepare before teaching it for the first time than ever. This simplicity will help members see the moves for longer durations to move more successfully with you as well. Across this release and other Les Mills programs from this round, you'll notice an increase in low-impact options. You are able to see more examples of how you can incorporate the moves to suit different levels of exercisers. Remember, the masterclass is the culmination of this release. Every high, every low that you could see and access for your class. So you can mix and match and apply intensity based on what your members need. With greater simplicity in the coaching means that there will be longer blocks of work without anything changing. This is intentional. To coach layer 2 intensity, we answer the question, why? Why do I do lunges? Why do I do jump jacks? How do I reap benefits of sports cardio and strength? Lisa's challenge for us this round is to use the space offered by longer sets of work to apply more relevant and effective layer 2 coaching. Remember that layer 2 intensity cues are ordered intentionally, thinking in the mindset of a coach, improving execution based on what we see, manipulating intensity, then educating our participants on the why behind what we do. If you've been teaching for a while, you know that it can be easy to fall into patterns of layer 2 coaching. This round is a perfect opportunity to challenge your layer 2 craft. Creativity. How can you add and reframe the same familiar moves we know in new and exciting ways that appeal to multiple different interests? One strategy I take is investing a little more time in my before and after chats with participants. I've been strategic more lately in asking what activities they do outside of group fitness classes. For some people, it's not much, so I have to dig a little deeper and ask things they do around the house, or ways they may move in their job or with their kids, or in all other parts of their lives. Some examples of what I found out is that I have one member that really loves rock climbing. I also have a member who focuses on gardening. I also have a member who's very invested in upping their mileage to prepare for a half marathon. Perfect connection to Body Attack, right? In my coaching as a body attack instructor, I often fall back to what's relevant to me. I'm a former competitive runner. I really love high intensity cardio. I love plyometrics. So much of my focus goes into these areas of sports and leisure. In this release, Lisa was intrigued by pickleball and tennis. As we've seen pickleball come into the zeitgeist more for our country and across the world, adding the pickleball theme to Body Attack was something that Lisa was excited to do. She spent time watching pickleball, looking up action verbs and words that relate to the sport, and incorporating them into making this really fun track. So while instructors may not be pickleball fanatics, secret, I have never held a pickleball paddle before today, I can invest some of my time preparing to bring this aspect of my class alive because I know there's someone in my class who loves it, and likely many more who have not told me yet. From Lisa to me to you is a challenge for Layer 2 coaching. How can you collect more information about your participant base and play with creativity to deliver the why or the purpose behind the moves that we do in class? For my rock climbing participant, I can focus on grabbing things, functional fitness, using my arms to pull up my body, and moves like hamstring curls. For athletic strength, perfect opportunity to help my gardener feel seen when we work the lows in the legs and getting closer to the ground. For my runner, come to Body Attack for every track. Everything in our class will support that goal. However, how can the aspects of balance or unilateral training in track 5 or track 6 help this runner achieve their goals? There's ways to connect our class to their lives, maybe in ways they don't even know. In a side lunge, getting out of the car. In rotation in the core track, turning behind my shoulder to reach for something in the back seat of my car. That is the purpose for us in Body Attack 128. Simplicity, feel, and relevance. Let's talk a little bit about technique across this release. In track 1, we have the pulse squat and lunge combination, somewhat inspired from power yoga, sinking low into the legs by pushing the full foot into the ground in squats, lifting the back heel up as you pivot to lunge, and returning back to set by keeping a strong upper body posture. Remember, we're just getting warm here, so ease into the range of motion. It doesn't need to be 90 degrees straight away. This track will prepare us as we move to track 2, mixed impact. We see the return of the L-step curl. It's been over a decade since we've seen this move last. The L-step curl has great benefits for changing our direction fast and moving in different planes of motion. Aim to keep the heels pushing down into the ground even as you move forward, and continue kicking the heel towards the butt. An idea for this one to increase intensity is to think of squeezing the hamstrings to close the knee crease and every rep of the hamstring curl. In track 4, we're no stranger to these moves. We are used to the patterns and the sequences we see here with step jumps, lunges, and squats and burpees. We have the option to work off the beat and also listen close to the coaching focus of levels in the lunges. In track 5, we have some faster tempos than we're used to, and we have a focus on unilateral training. That means we work one side at a time. We have a side lunge with a back step lunge, option to balance in the middle, and this movement pattern sets us up for the side and back repeater. Keep the stationary leg loaded and still. There will be a slight bounce that happens in the supporting leg, but our aim is to keep it loaded and long by sitting the hips back and bending the knee in line with toe to load the quadricep. The other leg you can think of as a distractor. Of course, it's going to drive the heart rate, but we're going to feel that big burn on the supporting leg. Finally, the reason I'm holding a paddle this whole time, track 7, agility. We have an awesome tennis and pickleball theme. If you've got pickleball at your club, this is going to be amazing. I highly encourage you to grab a couple of pickleball paddles and throw them in the hands of folks who love this sport. Moving in different planes of motions at different levels while moving fast with quick direction changes challenges our mind, and it makes us quicker for the sport of life. You're going to notice cool options to bring in the ways that we serve up the ball, as well as move longer side to side laterally, then a quick change forward and back. One thing that tripped me up when learning this release was the squat to the side, so the 90-degree turn, and then the pivot to lunge that prepares us to run to the net and run back. Practice this slow without the music first and focus on really good alignment with knees, hips, and shoulders. And then turn the music on and start practicing that combination over and over again with the tempo of the music. it's fast. Same thing with the 3-step run. This is very familiar to us, but we add in the L curl from trap 2. So be mindful of this and make that connection to people. We're going to add on what we did earlier. Check this out. Remember this? And then preview the L curl. They'll jump onto it quick because they've done it plenty of times before in track 2 and be able to play with you sooner, especially if you have your imaginary or real pickleball paddles. Anywho, track 10 has a fun sound with a focus on rotation, using our obliques to turn across the midline. Focus on the knee drop in this one in your practice before teaching so that your knees stop towards the 45 degree. As long as your shoulders stay anchored to the ground, you can play with the range of motion. You may have greater flexibility than the general population of body attackers, so just be mindful of coaching the 45 degree stop point so that we don't cause any problematic rotation through the lumbar spine. In the cool down, as a reminder, you may teach it as prescribed in the choreography notes, or you may focus on the key exercises as listed on the right-hand side of your choreography notes. But note that a good stretch is so important after this workout, and using that time to also connect instead of keeping your eyes down and huffing and puffing. Do that, but smile and look around the room and acknowledge the presence of the people that showed up with you that day. Doing this work isn't easy, and it's a lot of work outside of actually teaching. Believe me, we know that you do this as a labor of love. My personal challenge for you this round is to self-assess and think about what reignites your passion. And if you need a little help with that, come along to advanced training, get yourself to an instructor event, and find your community again. Critique and practice can only go so far inside of our own head, and we need each other to be our best. Check out Les Mills Connect for tons of development opportunities as well. Whether you want to add on a new program, attend a general education workshop, and hey, you didn't hear it from me, but be on the lookout in the next few quarters for more in-person community events. On behalf of Lisa, our Les Mills team, and myself, thank you for what you do to bring energy, fun, and challenge to the people in your community. Every time you have the opportunity to step on stage, you are making a difference, and that helps us change the world together. Well, with that, I've got a game to get back to. Thank you for spending your time with me to learn about Body Attack 128. You can stay in touch with me. My handle is @JudsonWMac on the social media platforms that matter. I wish you a wonderful release cycle with your participants, and I hope to see you online or in person for an event soon. And until next time, pickle you later.